All right. The situation is evolving, so bear with us. I'm just going to run through what we know, Robbo, as of Thursday morning, as we're taping this. So yesterday, on Wednesday, his dad, Jorge Messi, lands in Barcelona together with his brother, Rodrigo. He goes, he meets lawyers. He has a meeting with Bartomeu, 90 minutes to 2 hours. Effectively, it's a stalemate. Comes out of it. The central issue is, can he leave on a free, or the interpretation of his clause. Barcelona saying no. If he wants to leave, you got to pay the release clause. At the end, Bartomeu even rather cheekily talked about extending the deal by 2 years. So we sit and we wait right now. But I wanted to get from you. If this thing goes to court, it's a lose-lose situation, right? Because you're talking 2, 3, 4, 5 months in which whoever wins actually loses. It's the ultimate Pyrrhic victory, right? Because Messi doesn't get to play, and he's 33 and he wants to play. And obviously, at best, Barcelona get him back halfway through the season, but he's unhappy and
not
he leaves on a free.
Fully fit.
Yeah, and he leaves on a free on June 30th. They're going to have to work out some sort of deal here, right?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's the player needs to play, and everybody wants to see Messi play, whether it's for Man City or whether it's for Barcelona. Get the best out of him.
Now, my initial sense in this, and I said this, was, this is a power play, right? He's exercising this. He wants to remind the club how badly run they've been. You know, we've been through all the screw ups and why Barcelona are a dumpster fire right now, because he threatens to leave so that they make him more central to the rebuild. Perhaps, there's elections coming up in March. He gets what he wants, right? I saw it as a power play. Now, I'm not convinced of this at all. If it is a power play, Messi's one of the few people who can pull off a power play, right?
Doesn't he already have a lot of power at Barcelona in terms of what formation the team play, the players that they try and buy in and around him?
Do they? Does he?
I think he has.
He's got a director of football he doesn't like. He's got these executives he doesn't like. He got Bartomeu he doesn't like. I don't know.
What extra power does he want?
Apart
from being the player manager.
Well, this is the tricky thing with Messi, right? Is that, he's been at the club for 20 years, but he's a very, very private person, right? We don't have any real sense of what his personality. He doesn't talk very often. When he speaks, He doesn't say much, apart from those statements, which are very forceful when he does speak. But I take it as read that he wants what's best for Barcelona, and he doesn't think that he cares deeply about this club, which has been his home for 20 years, and that he doesn't think that these people are good stewards of the club. And he's genuinely concerned about what might happen next. I mean, that's one reading.
Yeah.
The other reading is that...
I don't think he's overly pleased with who's come in as manager either, is he? Or head coach.
Really? Ronald Koeman doesn't impress you? No, but the other reading is that he wants to go to Manchester City. And the reason I struggled with that originally was, if you want to go to Manchester City, all you had to do was, by June 10th, inform the club. There wouldn't have been this debate about when the clause was actually active, not active. You could have told them, I'm exercising the clause. I'll sign on through to the end of the Champions League. You could have sent the same message. And the fact that he didn't do it made me think, okay, then it must be a power play. But then I was reminded that on June 10th, Manchester City had a 2-year ban, right? Their ban hadn't been overturned yet.
Yeah, of course.
So that actually wasn't an option for him. I don't know. The other issue, of course, with City is, can they afford him in terms of financial fair play?
And they still want other players as well, don't they?
And they still want other players, which we'll get to, Koulibaly, whatnot. Now, my interpretation on this is that the thing about Messi is he's such a game changer in terms of sponsors, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, people know that they get sponsorship from the golf, and it is inflated, and UEFA marks it down, and whatever else. But City have been profitable for the last 5 years.
Similar to how Ronaldo when he went to Juventus.
Exactly. Messi is such a game changer that if you go and you say suddenly, oh look, this deal with Etihad or whatever, if it was worth 10 widgets before, now look, it's Messi, it's worth 100 widgets. UEFA benchmark these deals, but there is no benchmark for Messi.
No.
right? So it's difficult for you to, because he's such a transformational player. You can make a strong argument that whatever they choose to put in is legit.
Yeah.
Because there's never been anything like this. So it's an interesting one. We'll see. City's still saying that, unofficially, my understanding is they do not want to pay a transfer fee. So they will take him on a free.
Yeah.
In the end, you assume that you can reach some kind of resolution. Maybe Messi takes a bit of a pay cut, and then some of that money goes back to Barcelona. There is a compromise to be had here, but I think it's a question of who blinks first. And I don't think this is going to get resolved in the next few days.
And even if he does go to Manchester City, there's a compromise there with how Pep Guardiola would have to set his team up as well.
And that's another huge issue, of course, because obviously they did very well at Barcelona, but
it was a different Messi then, and a different tactics,
and a different Pep. Yeah, this is high energy stuff. I mean, we'll get into that some more going forward, no doubt. But I think we're going to have to see a very different game plan from Pep if he does come.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.